Commander Exayla of the Valthusian Exploration Fleet stood on the bridge of her flagship, the Cosmic Discoverer, watching the small blue planet on the main view screen with barely disguised contempt. "So this is the famous Earth," she said, her iridescent scales shimmering under the ship's lights. "Hardly impressive." Science Officer Pelthior adjusted his atmospheric mask and consulted his datapad. "Indeed, Commander. Their technology is primitive by our standards. They've barely managed to reach their own moon, and their attempts at interplanetary travel are laughably inefficient. The Valthusians had only recently discovered Earth in their expansive survey of Arm 7 of the galaxy. As one of the youngest spacefaring civilizations, having achieved faster-than-light travel just 3 centuries ago, they took great pride in cataloging lesser species for the Galactic Registry. Look at their energy production methods," chortled Navigation Officer Dren, bringing up images of power plants and electrical grids. "They're still burning fossil fuels and using rudimentary fusion. We abandoned such methods during our industrial infancy." Commander Exayla nodded. "Prepare the standard observation protocols. We'll study them for 60 rotations, then move on. I doubt the registry will classify them higher than a Level 2 pre-Enlightenment species." Commander Communications Specialist Thalia interrupted, her antenna twitching nervously. "We're receiving a transmission." Zayla's head frills extended in surprise. "From Earth? Impossible. Our cloaking technology is beyond their detection capabilities." "No, Commander. It's coming from their moon." The bridge fell silent as Thalia routed the transmission to the main speakers. A calm, gender-neutral voice filled the command center. "Valthusian vessel, Cosmic Discoverer. This is Lunar Observation Post-Alpha. Your presence has been noted. Welcome to the Sol System. Please maintain your current orbit and prepare to receive visitors. End transmission." Zayla's scales paled. How do they know our ship's designation? And how are they broadcasting on our secure frequency? Before anyone could respond, the sensors blared an alert. "Energy signature detected," exclaimed Pelthior, frantically working his console. "Something's approaching from the dark side of the moon at..." "This can't be right." At 100 times light speed, a sleek, silver craft materialized alongside the Cosmic Discoverer with no visible propulsion system. It was smaller than their ship, but emanated energy readings that surpassed anything in the Valthusian database. "They've matched our orbit perfectly," Dren reported, voice trembling. "And they're requesting permission to dock." "Denied?" Zayla snapped. "Raise shields and prepare." Commander Thalia interrupted again. "Our systems are being overridden. The docking protocols have been initiated from our side." 30 minutes later, Zayla stood rigidly in the reception bay. As the airlock cycled open, 2 figures entered bipedal, wearing simple gray uniforms with no insignia or rank markers. They appeared human in every way, except for a subtle luminescence to their skin. "Greetings, Commander Exayla," said the taller figure, speaking perfect Valthusian without any translation device visible. "I am Director Alora, and this is my colleague, Observer Kiran. We apologize for the unorthodox introduction." "How do you speak our language?" Zayla demanded. "How did you override our systems?" Alara smiled gently. "Perhaps we should discuss this somewhere more comfortable. Your conference room would suffice." An hour later, Zayla sat stunned as she viewed the holographic evidence presented by the visitors. "This can't be possible," she whispered. "These star charts, these historical records." "I understand your disbelief," Kiran said. "Most younger races react similarly." The hologram displayed a galaxy-wide timeline of civilizations. The Valthusians appeared as a tiny blip near the present day. The Arcturians, the oldest known race in the galaxy at 50,000 years, were merely midway through the timeline. And at the beginning, stretching back over 2.7 million years, was humanity. But humans appear so. Primitive Pelthier objected, examining the data. Their cities, their technology, their conflicts. What you observe on Earth is not the entirety of humanity, Elora explained. Earth is our cradle, our museum, our reminder. Those you see, they are living their lives naturally, making their own choices, developing at their own pace. You mean they don't know? Zayla asked. Most don't, no, Kieran replied. We maintain what we call the Earthbound Protocol. The majority of humans on Earth live unaware of humanity's true reach and history. Elara gestured, changing the hologram to show a galaxy map dotted with thousands of blue lights. These are our observation posts, research stations, and settlements throughout the galaxy. We were exploring the stars when your ancestors were still aquatic life forms. But why hide? Why maintain this deception? Zayla demanded. Elara's expression grew solemn. Early in our expansion, we intervened directly with younger species. We shared technology, offered guidance, tried to prevent suffering. The results were catastrophic. Civilizations that leapfrogged their natural development inevitably collapsed, often violently. We learned that true stability must be earned through a species' own journey, Kieran continued. So we adopted a policy of non-interference and observation. We watch, we learn, we document the magnificent diversity of life's evolution across the cosmos. And occasionally, Elora added with a small smile, when a species reaches a certain threshold, as yours has by developing interstellar travel, we make contact. How many know of your existence? Asked Zayla. Of the roughly 12,000 spacefaring civilizations currently active in this galaxy, we've revealed ourselves to approximately 900, Kieran answered. Some become research partners. Others prefer limited interaction. The choice is always theirs. Zayla struggled to process the implications. The central authority will never believe this. They already know, Elora said gently. Contact was established with your government 60 years ago. This encounter was scheduled. A test, Zayla realized suddenly, to see how we would react to a seemingly lesser species. Elora nodded. The manner in which developing civilizations approach those they perceive as primitive tells us much about their character. Zayla's scales flushed with embarrassment as she recalled their mockery of Earth's technology. We failed. No, Kieran said kindly. You responded typically for your development stage. But now comes the opportunity to grow beyond initial judgments. Director Elora stood, signaling the end of the meeting. We'll depart now and leave you to reflect. A formal delegation from the Human Galactic Council will contact your central authority to discuss potential avenues of cultural exchange. As they prepared to leave, Zayla asked one final question. Why maintain Earth as it is? Why not bring all humans into your advanced state? Elora paused at the doorway. Earth remains our heart, Commander. It reminds us where we came from, keeps us connected to our essence. Without it, we might lose what makes us human. And in our experience, across millions of years and countless civilizations, we've learned that no technology, no advancement, no cosmic discovery is worth losing touch with one's origins. After they departed, Zayla stood alone on the observation deck, watching Earth rotate slowly below. The primitive planet she had dismissed hours ago now seemed profoundly different, a carefully tended garden, a living museum, a reminder of beginnings. She activated her personal log and spoke quietly. I came to catalogue a primitive world. Instead, I've encountered the elders of the galaxy, hidden in plain sight. They've been watching the stars since before my species took its first breath. And somehow, despite all their advancement, they cherish that small blue world more than all their cosmic achievements. Looking at Earth one more time, Commander Zayla added, perhaps there's a lesson in that for all of us.